Hey everybody, it's Kryptonite. Thank you very much for watching. First of all, let's dive into our Bitconnect account for the day. As you can see here, we've made a little bit of interest, so that's sitting pretty in our lending wallet. The minimum lend is $100, so we've got a few more days before we can start to reinvest our interest by lending it back to Bitconnect. I'm currently trying to organise some more money for the Bitconnect account here by playing around in the cryptocurrency market, so it'd be good if we could see some more interest rolling daily and so the account compounds faster for you guys within this 30-day challenge. It'd be great to see that daily interest hitting around $100 per day so we can reinvest every day and see some momentum. Okay, so moving on, the first thing I wanted to briefly touch on is the SegWit2x. You've probably heard a lot about that in the last 10 hours or so. Essentially, it was a controversial Bitcoin software update, and it was meant to occur around November the 16th. The CEO of Bitcoin wallet BitGo announced today that it was off because the scaling proposal was too controversial to move forward with. Now, myself and many others saw that it could have been a setback to Bitcoin's growth, so I'm pretty pleased that it's been put on hold for now. Because I mentioned playing around in the market, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an insight into what I'm investing in at the moment. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor, so use your common sense before you guys go ahead and put your hard-earned into any of this. And it's great anyway because you can learn more about the companies that are producing this really interesting software. So the first one is Ripple. I've got about 800 Australian dollars worth, which equates to about 2,750 XRP. So Ripple, in the simplest sense, is a real-time payment system. So it allows money to be exchanged between individuals regardless of their location or their banks. The digital asset that runs Ripple is called XRP. So if you're new to it all, think of XRP as the fuel that powers Ripple. So when you're purchasing Ripple, you're essentially purchasing XRP. Now, why invest in it? Many digital currency investors are kind of searching for the next big thing. We all want to be jumping on what was the Bitcoin bandwagon ages ago, and it's hard to buy a coin that has a huge amount of growth forecast for it under $1. Ripple is the best contender there by far. It's still under $1, and in the last year, it's grown by 3,733%. Definitely worth looking at. The next one's Verge. It's a little bit dodgy. I've only got about 23 Australian dollars worth, which is 2,280 units of it. It first came out in about 2014, so it's one of the older coins on the market. But it wasn't called Verge. It was called something else. I can't remember off the top of my head. But basically, it was set up to be a bit of a fun project, a coin that allowed users more privacy enhancing features. Now in 2016, that team that developed the earlier version decided to put more work into it and to rebrand it as Verge. So the investment case for Verge is pretty straightforward. If you think that cryptocurrency users are going to increasingly move towards anonymous coins to protect their payment privacy, and if you think that the Verge's development team can pull it off, then it would be a good asset to your portfolio. Now, the last one, which I'm a huge supporter of, is Power Ledger. It's an Australian company, so I'm backing it strongly and supporting it fully. And it's just got a really honourable cause. Its goal is to use blockchain to digitize energy. It's just awesome concept. So there was a chick called Gemma Green, and she was doing her PhD when she found that apartments in Australia didn't have access to renewable energy in an easy way. So she decided to try and solve the problem by opening up the energy market so that people in apartment buildings could trade energy between themselves without the need for these big third-party energy companies coming into the picture. So to do this, she developed this amazing battery system, which was the first of its kind in Australia, and it would help people trade peer-to-peer, but obviously she needed the software to support that. And that's how Power Ledger was born. So it's pretty cool stuff. It's actually gotten the attention of Elon Musk as well, especially with the way in which she created her batteries and stuff. Definitely worth reading about. Very interesting. So that's all there is for today. I'm sorry if I'm rushing a little bit. I've had exams today. I've got exams tomorrow, so I need to get back on that study train. As always, if you've got any comments or feedback, please leave below. That'd be great. And I will speak to you guys tomorrow.